The
subject
is
reading.
The subject is reading.
The teacher selects a passage.
Everyone turn to chapter 4.
And then selects a student to read that passage out loud.
Dicky Savakis, please begin.
Big blue skies open wide, sunlight bounces off my eyes. If I shut them tight, the light.
And the next student repeats the passage.
Big blue skies open wide, sunlight bounces off my eyes.
And the next.
Eyes open wide, sunlight bounces off my eyes. Big eyes skies open wide, sunlight bounces off my eyes. Big eyes skies open wide, sunlight bounces off my eyes. Big eyes skies open wide, sunlight bounces off my eyes.
Until it's my 10-year-old father's turn to repeat the passage, which he recites perfectly to the very end.
If I shut them tight, the light still gets through.
It's a warm night. My father is playing under the light with other boys. One by one, the rest get called in. My father lets himself into his own house. Brushing his teeth makes his gums bleed, and no one is checking, so he just goes to bed. In the morning, he puts on the same clothes he wore yesterday.
Way up high out of reach, you and me sits a golden palace. I have no map, I have no key.
The Golden Palace is located just over the horizon. You can't see it, but it's up there in a high up, out of reach, top of the world place.
There inside are scientists and mathematicians, destined to lead the way.
My father is an excellent mimic.
Everyone turn to chapter 8.
If the teacher calls him third, he's able to recite the passage.
Quiet down.
If she calls him last, he's able to repeat anything that's been read aloud that day. Until one day, he feels a hand touch his shoulder.
Please begin.
Everyone is waiting for him to read, and he has to say it in front of everyone.
I can't.
My father is working second shift at the GM plant. He finishes the bologna sandwiches my mom made for him and completes the last squares of his crossword. He still has some time before he has to return to the factory floor, so he fishes an old unemployment check stub, his big pen, and begins to write a poem. Like Tom, the glass menagerie and warehouse on the back of the shoebox.
There inside are novelists and fine musicians,
Building great works of art. I'm home from school on winter break. Speaking of, my dad's in school too now. How about that?
We're both gonna get our masters at the same time.
I'm organizing some boxes and papers, and I come across the old check stub with a poem written on the back in his handwriting. Dad, you wrote this? It's really good.
Oh, no, now. I can't.
The Golden Palace is where the beautiful people of this and previous generations meet to convene and bask in each other's brilliance. It's all going down in the Golden Palace.
Michelangelo's David,
To Kill a Mockingbird.
the X-Men.
Yes, great work. Worthy work.
And the people that populate that place and pump out those important paintings and poems and pieces are deeply intelligent.
Stunning,
Clean.
privileged people.
There is no room in the Golden Palace for girls like me. Girls that come from what I come from. I see my hands rest on the keyboard of my laptop. I look past my hands and the keyboard and out through the panes of my studio window into the sharp winter woods. I'm typing the sentence at the McDowell Artist Colony in Peterborough, New Hampshire, where I have been granted a residency to work alongside some of the greatest artists and writers on the planet. To write the words you are listening to right now. It hits me.
Thornton Wilder wrote Our Town here.
My cursor blinks at me. I try to relax my brain, my hands, to write.
I can't.
I check to see if cell phone coverage is squeaking its way through the New Hampshire woods and into my studio. On my Facebook newsfeed, someone updates their status with this quote from John Adams to his wife Abigail.
May 12, 1780. I must study politics and war so that my sons can study mathematics and philosophy.
Everyone is waiting for him to read.
My sons ought to study mathematics, philosophy, geography, natural history, and naval architecture.
We're both going to get our masters at the same time.
To give their children the right to study music, painting, and poetry.
I have been granted a residency at the McDowell Artist Colony. I feel a hand touch my shoulder.
Please begin.
Please begin.
Please begin.
Please begin.
There is a golden palace. It's a Chinese restaurant located at 321 Nashua Street in Millburn, New Hampshire. It's not over the horizon, and it is not out of reach. The golden palace is anywhere we make it. It is anywhere we make anything we want to make, and there is room for all of us.